In a world where everyone seems to be constantly watching, there are moments that truly define us. The moments when nobody is watching. These moments reveal our character, our perseverance, and our true commitment to our goals. When it's dark, cold, and the world seems asleep, that is when our inner strength is truly tested. It's easy to be motivated when the lights are on and people are cheering. But what happens when there's no applause, no recognition, and nobody around to witness your efforts? That's where greatness is forged, not in the bright spotlight of public acclaim, but in the quiet solitude of discipline. True champions are built in those early mornings, when it's just you, your thoughts, and the decision whether to rise to the challenge or give in to comfort. It's during those times that you create the foundation for future success, brick by brick, through every small, unnoticed action. This story is about those critical moments, the times that define whether we will rise to greatness or settle for mediocrity. When no one is looking, when the alarm goes off at an ungodly hour, and the warmth of your bed begs you to stay, what do you choose? Do you stay or do you rise? Many people have the potential to be great, but they refuse to take that extra step. They refuse to stay up late to study, to push through fatigue, to endure the discomfort of going further. And that is where the advantage lies, in the willingness to go beyond what is comfortable, to do what others simply won't. It's in those solitary hours, pushing yourself when the world is quiet, that you truly grow. This generation has more opportunities than ever, yet many fall short not because they lack talent, but because they lack the will to go that extra mile. In today's world, it's easier than ever to excel because so many are unwilling to put in the effort. Most people avoid discomfort. They shy away from the grind. But if you can learn to thrive in discomfort, to find solace in the hard work that nobody else is willing to do, then you can set yourself apart. Success isn't about being the fastest or the smartest. It's about outworking everyone else. I was never the strongest, the quickest, or the brightest, but I outworked everyone. I failed at many things, but I never stopped grinding. Even on days when I didn't want to do it, when I was sore and tired, I still chose to grind. It's in those moments when no one is watching, late at night or early in the morning, that champions are made. While others are curled up in bed, there are those who are out there running, training, pushing past the limits. They are addicted to the process, not the result. Championships are not won in front of cheering crowds. They are won in the unseen hours, in the early morning runs, in the endless repetition of drills, in the relentless pursuit of excellence when the rest of the world is asleep. It is in the lab, in the training rooms, and in the quiet hours of solitude that true champions emerge. The road to greatness is not glamorous. It's about doing the small things right every single time. It's about taking pride in your work even when the task seems insignificant. Do you clean around the picture frame, or do you pick it up and dust the entire surface? The way you approach the smallest details in your life reflects your character. True greatness is found in those who hold themselves to the highest standards, even when the task is mundane, even when no one is there to witness it. Execution is what separates dreamers from achievers. Planning is easy, execution is hard. It's not enough to set a goal. You have to be willing to follow through, even when you're tired, even when you're scared. If you don't execute, you're not just cheating yourself, you're cheating everyone who depends on you, your family, your team, your community. Success is about showing up, day in and day out, especially when it's hard, especially when you don't feel like it. It's about being consistent when others give up. The truth is, no one wants to do the hard work. It's human nature to avoid discomfort, to look for shortcuts. But those who succeed are the ones who show up and do the work, especially when they don't want to. Success doesn't just happen. It's not about luck. It's about perseverance, about showing up and executing, day after day. Stop looking for someone else to give you a break. It starts with you. You need to do more than the bare minimum. You need to become invaluable, to go above and beyond, to invest in your future by putting in the extra work now. If you want to stand out, you need to do more than everyone else. You need to set yourself apart. Competing at the same level as everyone else will only make you average. You need to separate yourself, to set a higher standard, to do more than what's expected. It's time to stop following the crowd and start leading. Your life is worth investing in. You have gifts, abilities that can take you to amazing places if you are willing to put in the work. You need to master your craft, to push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Only then will you truly see what you're made of. Everyone has something they excel at, something that when people think about it, they think of you. If you work on developing your gifts, you will create a sense of fulfillment and a vision for your future that goes beyond the ordinary. The harder you work, the harder it will be for you to quit. If you put everything you have into each moment, if you give everything as if it's the last time you'll ever do it, you'll never have to wonder what might have been. If you're lying in bed at night, unable to sleep, maybe it's because you haven't truly earned your rest. Get up. Put in the work. The satisfaction of knowing you gave your all is worth far more than the temporary comfort of laziness. The work you do in the dark, the work that no one sees, is what will set you apart in the light. This journey is not about achieving a title or reaching a final destination. It's about paying your dues day after day so that when you look back, you know you left nothing on the table. To reach greatness, you have to fight. You have to be willing to go through the pain, to face the obstacles, to keep going when you feel like quitting. Those who keep fighting, who keep coming back, are the ones who succeed. They are the icons, the legends. There are many who aspire to greatness, but few who achieve it. The difference lies in the grind, in the willingness to keep pushing when everything else tells you to stop. I don't always want to be out there, grinding away. There are times when I'd rather be at home, relaxing, watching the game. But I know that if I put in the work now, I won't have to be just a spectator for the rest of my life. One day, I want to be in the game. And the only way to ensure that is to do the hard work now, to embrace the pain and the struggle, to find joy in the process of becoming better. Most people think the grind is what happens when the sun is shining, when the cameras are on, when everyone is watching. But the real grind happens in the dark, when nobody is looking, when you're working in silence. It's in those moments that you develop the strength, the resilience, and the character that will carry you through when the spotlight is on. Everyone wants to be a beast, but few understand what it really means. A beast is someone who can face the darkest times and be grateful for the opportunity to fight. A beast is someone who has lost everything but still finds the strength to get back up and keep going. A beast hits rock bottom and says, "This is where I rise." It's from that point that everything is up, and the only direction is forward. To be a true champion, you need to embrace the struggle, to find value in the journey rather than the destination. Champions are not born. They are made, forged through the fires of relentless effort, discipline, and sacrifice. They wake up before dawn, they train while others sleep, they push themselves to their limits, knowing that every drop of sweat, every moment of discomfort is a step closer to their dreams. They understand that success is not a one-time event, but a series of choices made over and over again, every single day. When you see a champion standing on the podium, you see the glory, the medals, the recognition. What you don't see are the countless hours of training, the sacrifices made, the social gatherings missed, the times they chose to train instead of rest. What you don't see is the pain, the injuries, the moments of doubt when everything seemed impossible. It's in those moments, the moments when no one else is around, that they made the decision to keep going. It's the invisible work that builds visible results. Think about the times when you chose comfort over growth. The times when you had the opportunity to work a little harder, to study a little longer, to go that extra mile, and you chose not to. Those moments add up. They determine the trajectory of your life. But the beautiful thing is, it's never too late to change. You can decide, right now, to start making different choices. To choose discipline over comfort, growth over stagnation, action over inaction. You can choose to be the person who gets up when the alarm goes off, who stays late to finish the job, who gives their all, even when no one is watching. The path to success is not a straight line. It's filled with obstacles, setbacks, and challenges. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of your goals feels too heavy to carry. But it's in those moments that you must dig deep, find your inner strength, and keep moving forward. Every setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become stronger. Every failure is a stepping stone on the path to success. The people who achieve greatness are not the ones who never fail, but the ones who never quit. You have to be willing to sacrifice, to put in the work when no one else will. You have to be willing to do the things that others aren't willing to do. That's what sets you apart. That's what makes you a champion. It's not about the talent you were born with. It's about the choices you make every day. It's about showing up, putting in the effort, and never settling for less than your best. It's about being relentless in the pursuit of your goals, about refusing to let anything stand in your way. The real battle is not against your competitors, it's against yourself. It's against the part of you that wants to take the easy way out, that wants to stay in bed, that wants to avoid the discomfort of hard work. The real battle is won in your mind, in the decisions you make when no one is watching. If you can conquer yourself, if you can push through the pain, the fatigue, the doubt, then there is nothing that can stop you. Every day is an opportunity to get better, to be better than you were yesterday. It's not about being perfect, it's about progress. It's about taking one step forward, even when it feels like you're moving through quicksand. It's about doing the work, day in and day out, without excuse, without complaint. It's about holding yourself to a higher standard, about expecting more from yourself than anyone else would. It's about being your own biggest competitor, about striving to outdo yourself every single day. The moments when no one is watching are the moments that define us. It's in those early mornings, in the quiet hours when no one else is awake, that we lay the groundwork for our success. True greatness isn't about being in the spotlight. It's about the countless hours of hard work that nobody sees. It's about pushing yourself beyond what's comfortable, holding yourself to the highest standards, and executing your plan even when you don't feel like it. The true champions are those who show up, who put in the work, who do more than what's expected. They are the ones who, when the lights finally come on, are ready to shine. Remember, the grind is not glamorous. It's not about the applause or the accolades. It's about the process, the pain, and the progress. It's about fighting for what you want, even when it feels impossible. If you're willing to put in the work, to go through the struggle, to do what others won't, then you will achieve what others can't. Embrace the hard times, cherish the journey, and never stop grinding. Because one day, all those moments when no one was watching will pay off, and you will know that you earned every bit of your success. The journey to greatness is not for the faint of heart. It requires resilience, determination, and an unshakable belief in yourself. It requires you to keep going, even when the odds are stacked against you, even when it feels like the whole world is against you. It requires you to dig deep, to find strength you never knew you had, and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. And when you finally reach your goal, when you finally achieve the success you've worked so hard for, you will know that it was all worth it. Every sacrifice, every moment of doubt, every early morning and late night, it was all worth it. Because you didn't just achieve your goal, you became the person you were always meant to be. And that is the true reward of the journey.